don't let it car so fast. morning, I'm Anjali.
And I'm Kaden.
Today is Tuesday, February 6th, and today is Cycle Day 1.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Reminder, after-school chess intramural is canceled for tomorrow. Again, after-school chess intramural is canceled for tomorrow.
The WAM Club will meet tomorrow after school. Hope to see you there.
Attention all 7th and 8th grade spring sports student athletes. All information regarding signing up for junior high spring sports was sent to your student email on February 1st.
Make sure you sign up for the junior high sport you wish to try out for, and make sure you complete all requirements. For Rank 1 in physical spring sports, begin on Monday, March 4th, and all details must be completed in order to try out.
Finding Nemo the musical opens on Thursday. There are 5 performance times this weekend. Come see the cast and crew produce a fantastic show. Tickets are selling quickly, so visit the online box office in advance.
This is a friendly reminder for NJHS members that your next meeting will be on the morning of February 7th at 6:45 a.m. in the middle school auditorium. We have many different service opportunities to share this upcoming month. We are also going to talk about volunteer items for the 3rd trimester and the induction ceremony in May. If you have a conflict, please let Ms. Marico know.
All this week, we will be bringing you dental facts and tips from our nurse's office. Today's fact is kids laugh roughly 400 times a day, and it takes only 17 muscles to smile but 43 to frown.
Today's tip is toothbrushes should be replaced every 3 to 4 months, and sooner if the bristles are worn out or if you have been sick. Brushing helps to remove plaque, which is a film of germs that forms on teeth and gums after eating. Plaque leads to cavities if brushing does not take place.
Calling all heroes, football fans, Swifties, and anyone who wants to end hunger.
Are you ready for a love story with a twist? Join us in a fantastic mission to shake it off and make a difference in the lives of kids who benefit from the Cat Packs program. We're hosting a spectacular Super Bowl canned food drive that's bound to be the highlight of your day.
Blank space in your pantry? No worries. Bring your extra canned goods and non-perishable items to the boxes in the middle school lobby, and together we'll create a wonderland of support for our community. Put your items in the box labeled for your favorite Super Bowl team, the Kansas City Chiefs or the San Francisco 49ers.
So grab your red cans and style up your donations. We're looking for cans that are delicate yet hearty, just like Taylor's lyrics. Let's make this food drive a state of grace as we begin again to fight hunger. Don't be a hater and give your donations to the Cat Packs program.
Drum roll, please. Each donation brings us one step closer to a world where we are never getting back together with hunger. So channel your inner fearless self and speak now by contributing to our enchanted canned food drive.
Remember, it's not just about cans. It's about meaningful contributions that create a long-lived impact. Your generosity could be the sparks fly that light up someone's world.
You belong with us in this mission to make the world a better place. Let's turn the page on hunger and love story our way to a future where no one goes to bed on an empty stomach.
Join together for a Super Bowl Cat Packs canned food drive, where everything has changed because of your kindness. Together, we'll shake off hunger swiftly.
See you there, football fans and Swifties with a heart as big as Taylor's music. Let's make the Super Bowl Cat Packs canned food drive legendary.
Once more, Bring your donations to the boxes in the middle school lobby and place them in the box that supports your team for the Super Bowl. Donations will be accepted all week. Friday, February 9th is the last day to donate.
Wildcats, get ready to sweeten up your Valentine's Day. Hershey Kisses will be available for purchase from February 6th to February 14th in the main lobby from 7:20 to 7:35 and in Miss Reynolds' room during the Wildcat period.
Surprise your Galentine or Valentine with a bag of delicious Hershey Kisses. Deliveries will be made during Wildcat on February 14th. Each bag of Hershey Kisses is only $1, so don't miss out on the chance to spread joy to your favorite teacher, friend, or significant other. Let's fill our school with love and sweetness this Valentine's Day.
We have a sports team in action today. The girls wrestling team has a home meet against Boiling Springs at 5 o'clock tonight in the high school gym. We wish all athletes the best of luck.
Today we send happy birthday shout-outs to Gabriel Martin, Cosmo Nwachukwu, and Jaden Sharp. We hope you all have a great day.
Teachers, please stay streamed to this live stream. There will be a safety recap video in 5 minutes.
Let's take a few moments to review the basics on administrative lockdown procedures, what it means to go into a lockdown, why lockdowns might be called, and what you should do in the event of a lockdown. Administrators or staff members will call for a lockdown of the building or campus when a known situation arises. Under such circumstances, the administration or staff exercises control over the event or situation. They know who is involved, where the situation is occurring, and how to handle the situation to prevent danger to students and staff. An administrative lockdown is called when we are in control of an event. This means everyone may remain calm, and in most instances, instruction may continue. Administrative lockdowns may be called for a variety of reasons. Occasionally, medical emergencies arise. A person may fall or become ill in the hallways or common areas of the school. In order to provide this person with immediate medical attention, provide them with a degree of privacy and discreetness, and protect students and staff from witnessing unpleasant or troubling situations, a lockdown will be called to clear the halls. On occasion, the school district partners with police agencies to conduct random drug searches of the building and property. These searchers involve the use of trained canines. In order to provide these law enforcement agencies with a space to operate while also protecting our students and staff, we will clear the hallways by calling an administrative lockdown. At times, administration and staff may need to defuse and de-escalate an agitated student, parent, or guest, which would be grounds for an administrative lockdown. Another reason for such a controlled lockdown would be an emergency, such as a power outage. To summarize, a lockdown is our response to an event we control that requires administration to clear an area, minimizing activity and exposure so they may properly address the needs of the event. The procedures that we expect all students and staff to follow during a lockdown are: an announcement will be made over the PA system. This initial announcement will be very basic and request all individuals report to the nearest securable area or classroom. When this announcement is made, everyone should report calmly and quickly to the nearest classroom. We ask that the teacher or adult in that classroom close and lock the door. Once the door is secured, no one may leave or enter the room until further notification comes from the office. Follow-up announcements may be made clarifying the reason for the lockdown. While in lockdown, students and staff should go about the routine business of teaching and learning. Again, no one may leave the room until the lockdown is called off by the main office. Students should follow the directions of the adults in the classroom.
Tragic situations involving school security and safety can be avoided by everyone doing their part. One critical importance is the role that students play in proactively reporting behaviors or actions that are concerning in nature. Social media postings, conversations, writings, or actions that convey self-harm, violence, or threats should be reported to a school official so they can be investigated. Signs including significant changes in mood, extreme anger, expressions of extreme hate, and/or abnormal behaviors should be reported. If your gut tells you something is not right, trust your gut. Don't sit on the information. Report it right away so a trained staff member can investigate. This is not about getting a person in trouble. This is about getting a friend or classmate the help they need. We recognize that reporting such concerns can be stressful. To that end, we want to provide as many avenues as possible for discreet, confidential, and anonymous responsible reporting. Here are a variety of ways to report. Again, our collective goal needs to be addressing potential threats to our safety before they occur. By responsibly reporting concerns, trained adults can provide the help and intervention needed before something tragic occurs. Should have, could have, or would have is too late once a tragedy occurs. By being a responsible reporter, you can be saving lives and averting devastating outcomes.
The following portion of the presentation is the most difficult to discuss, but is critical to providing our school community with viable options when and if we are faced with the threat of an active shooter. It is important to remember that the number one goal for everyone in such a traumatic situation is survival. That is why this protocol is called Permission to Survive. While it is our sincerest hope that our school community never experiences such a situation, we must be prepared, and that is why this information is so critical.
Permission to Survive situation is a life-threatening event beyond the control of the school's officials. Threats such as an active shooter present such a situation. In a life-threatening event, everyone must be able to self-determine the best course of action that will allow them to survive. The Permission to Survive situation is event activated. If an announcement can be made over the PA system, this will happen. However, the office may not be aware of the situation before other parts of the building are, or the event may be occurring in the office. Therefore, the situation may be activated by sounds associated with gunfire or explosions. Do not wait for an announcement from the main office to take Permission to Survive action when faced with such threats to your safety. Every member of our community has the right to exercise one of the three options when faced with an active shooter or violent threat. The three options are running to escape, hiding if escape is not possible, or as a last resort, fighting against the threat. Bottom line, you do whatever it takes to survive. This diagram depicts the chain of behaviors that occur during a Permission to Survive situation. When the event occurs, your stress response will take control. You can run away. If not, you can hide. And if neither of these are an option, you will be prepared to fight. The goal is survival and reunification with your family and loved ones. Running away is always the first and best option. If at all possible, remove yourself from the threat. You have permission under these circumstances to run from the classroom, building, or school grounds to a location that is safe. This might be right off campus, or maybe several blocks away in downtown Borough. For some, it might even mean running home. We want you to remove yourself from the threat. Always have an escape route or plan in mind. Where are the exits? Where do these exits lead to? If the primary exit is blocked, what can I use as a secondary exit? Windows are a viable exit when they become the only means of escape. While it is courageous to help others escape if possible, do not be held back by others' unwilling or inability to escape. Leave your belongings behind. Everything is replaceable except your life. If you are aware of where the threat is located and you see others heading in that direction, encourage them to follow you away from the threat. Law enforcement will be arriving as you run. You must make sure that you identify that you are not a threat. If you encounter police officers during your escape, follow their instructions. You may find yourself in a position where running is not an option. If this is the case, you may choose to hide. If you're in a room where the door can be locked, do so immediately. Whether the door can be locked or not, seek to block the entrance with heavy furniture like the teacher's desk, filing cabinets, or other items. Make your presence as small as possible. Avoid exposure to the door or windows. Turn out the lights, stay low on the ground, silence all noise, including cell phones, and remain as quiet as possible. Immediately look for alternative exits like the windows if they exist and prepare to exit that way. Fighting is the last resort. No one with the exception of the law enforcement officer should be seeking out the threat. When faced with a threat like an active shooter breaching your hiding spot, distracting or disarming the threat becomes the only survival goal. Act as aggressively as you can by screaming, yelling, throwing items, hitting, kicking, or shoving. Do whatever you can to get away from the threat. If fighting your way out is the only way, act decisively. You have permission to survive. As shared previously, law enforcement officers will be responding. They will have one goal: to neutralize the threat. It is critical that you are not seen as a threat. Remain calm as possible and follow the instructions from the officers. Try not to have any items in your hand. When encountering law enforcement, immediately raise your hands and spread your fingers so they can see that you are not a threat. Avoid making sudden movements towards the officers, including running at them, clutching at them, or pointing, screaming, and yelling at them. Officers, leave safe areas and enter unsafe areas. Move into the opposite direction of the officers. Run until you know you are safe.
After an active shooter event, there's going to be a great deal of chaos. In an effort to reduce trauma and stress for students, staff, and parents, reunification will assist in creating order and security. The middle school has identified 3 locations that will serve as reunification spots. Students and staff are expected to report to one of these locations as soon as they can get there following a Permission to Survive event. The first location is Dallastown Elementary School. The second location is Dallastown Christ Lutheran Church. The third location is the Dallastown American Legion. Once there, it is important that students wait patiently for district staff who will be arriving. District staff will help guide students to the reunification sites. Staff will communicate with parents through a variety of mass communication methods to let them know the location and procedures for reunification. Our goal will be for you to reunite with your loved ones as quickly and as safely as possible. We all hope that we are never faced with a life-threatening event, but as safety is our top priority, we must all be prepared in the event of an emergency. That is why this presentation and subsequent discussion is so important. Please understand that there are always what-if questions that cannot be answered. That is why the self-determination of running, hiding, or fighting is so important. You have permission to survive and must exercise the self-determination required to meet that goal of survival. We recognize that viewing these safety procedures can bring a variety of questions and emotions. If you have any questions or concerns, please do not hesitate to reach out to a teacher, counselor, or administrator. Thank you for your time and attention during this important safety presentation.